Hi everyone, welcome to August, and I cannot believe we are finally here. Well, here I am recording my voice again. I told y'all that I was probably not going to be recording, but guess what? Just when I said I wasn't going to do it, I got gifted a microphone, like a really nice one. Never say never, because you just don't ever know who will be rooting for you. And this is their way of showing you that they're there to support you however they can. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm definitely getting a lot of inspiration of what I can do with this microphone, like maybe singing. I'm not a professional. Maybe doing a podcast. I'm thinking about that. We shall see. In the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that I didn't even notice, that I forgot or just gradually pulled away from. So last year's objective was for me to get back into art. I gathered all the materials that I needed. I got myself some books to guide me to learn perspective, anatomy, and gesture drawing. And I would do quarterly videos to show you guys how I was progressing. And of course, all of a sudden, I just kind of stopped making them. I felt like I did what I wanted to do, which was give you quarterly, updates of what my progress looked like. Now, I didn't have a long-term goal of what I was going to do with it. That was my only goal for last year. But I really feel like I need to go back into it because having some kind of structure helps me out a lot. But at the same time, I also have to make time for unstructured play time. I feel like being able to be unstructured, just to be chaotic, can be a good thing because it clears out a lot of the stuff that you're willing to express. Like you have a lot of, I don't want to say repressed, but you have a lot of ideas of creativity. Putting them in a box and just constraining them, it's better for you just to kind of explore that part of yourself. And so as you can see in this video, I actually took some chances on myself to do some collage work. I also tried to do like a painting of a blessing that I have here for my home that I usually say almost every day. And it's nothing perfect. Like I don't want to start making things just so it can look good online. I just want to make them so I can get them out of my system. When I realized this, that I wanted to find an outlet where I can both learn like a structured, formatted type of creative learning, but also in unstructured, unorganized, unrigid, not rigid type of playtime was something that I truly needed. And one of the things that I noticed that after I took this break from making videos on YouTube, I realized like anytime I'm online, I have to find a purpose of like, why am I creating this video? Why am I creating this piece of art? Why do I want to share it? And I'm going to be honest, there's things that I don't want to share all the time. I don't want to pull out the camera and start filming, and I'd rather just focus on the artwork. So now that I established that within myself, I decided that, okay, the purpose of me going online is to share something. That's why I'm putting it out there. What I also learned with the channel is that I'm really a mood person. I just like Orhan Pamuk, the Turkish novelist, stated, some writers are mood writers. Based on your mood, that's how your artwork is going to turn out. And I feel like that's a person that I am. And sometimes I'm not going to be energized and happy to be making art. So there will be no video created, but at the same time, I do document my work. So you'll probably see just a picture, a photo on some of my media, those social media places. While I was away not making videos, I did go ahead and consume a lot of content. And I will tell you, consuming content has to be purposeful. Otherwise, you're just going to turn your brain and thoughts to mush. So beware when you go online. I have that happen to me. And honestly, sometimes it's really hard to get away from that quote unquote addiction of scrolling endlessly. But there has been really good artists that I've been following, especially collage artists or mixed media artists that give me a lot of inspiration. I would honestly say that taking time to kind of have a balance, and I mean, not 50-50 balance of unstructured play and rigid learning. It's probably the best way to go for people who are like me, with the like a lot of freedom in their art, but at the same time want to be able to be focused. But I do have a lot of interest, and there's a lot of things that, inspire me lately. So I want to make sure that I'm able to release that creativity when I need to. One of the things that I ended up doing this summer to get over my, I would say, artist block or whatnot, it was to understand and accept that whenever you create online, it's for performance reasons. You're either there to get statistics, to get views, to get attention. So when I started realizing that, okay, it's not just my feeling about it, it's really a fact. So if you share things online, you will understand that everything is a performance. And some of us are a little bit more organized than others when we do a production. And some of us just take things at the top of our head and just post it. And me, I like to be a little bit more intentional with what I present to you guys, because you guys don't have to know everything about my life, but I would definitely want to share with you the things about my creative life, because it's something that I believe a lot of people can relate to. Once I realized all of these things about me and accepting the reality of how social media works and any kind of video platform, that you have to really be in it when you want to be in it. And there's going to be days where you don't have any energy, where you don't have any excitement, and maybe those are days for you to rest. So always give yourself grace. That's what I always tell myself, to allow myself to rest. And if I do have energy and I have a lot of unreleased creativity and I'm in a mood for it, I'm definitely going to be filming it if I feel like it, and then I'm going to be sharing it with you guys if I feel like it. At the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment below if you have any questions or any comments that you want to say. So thank you for watching. Bye.